Chase Elliott had a 2018 season that all of his fans in NASCAR will never forget. After earning his first career win at Watkins Glen by holding off series title defender Martin Truex Jr., fans around the world knew that more wins were on the way. He went on to win 2 more races that year at Dover and Kansas in the playoffs, putting him in contention for a championship spot. He was eliminated at Phoenix due to a wreck. But before all this, in 2017, Chase Elliott was in the same position, except he was only a few corners away from clinching a Final Four spot. And we all know what that race was. 2017, Martinsville, fall race. Little did fans and all motorsports fans around the world would know that this would be one of the most controversial finishes in NASCAR history and the bump and dump heard around the world. Chase Elliott's race did not start the way all fans were hoping for. While fighting for a top 5 spot against Joey Logano, Chase Elliott made some contact with lap-down car Trevor Bayne, and thus Trevor Bayne brake-checked him in the front stretch, causing some front damage. Many people, including myself, thought the race was over, but halfway through the race, the 24 crew and Chase Elliott showed that they want a Final Four spot and contend for a championship.
And so now Chase Elliott up into the top 3 once again. That's where he finished in the spring race here. A very impressive run. A lot of people pointed their finger at the 24, saying this could be the track that he gets his first win. Kelly.
And Chase Elliott got a little bit of a pep talk during that last stage break. Take a listen to this.
Doing a really good job, Chase. Just work on your discipline a little bit. That dimer works nice when you get to... Yeah, it's hit or miss. It's kind of hard for me to do it. That's why I got away from it.
And Chase has been kind of hard on himself throughout this race, just really blaming himself, saying he hasn't been patient enough, and maybe that's what's brought on a couple of the handling issues that he's suffered. But as you said, he's made a couple of passes since this restart up into the top 3.
Looking for the top spot. Chase Elliott even goes up the racetrack a bit. The 18 moves out, trying to make sure there isn't any contact.
I'm not sure if he moved out or got moved out, but
I think it was the latter.
Chase Elliott. He'll lead that lap, and he's in front of the 18. We've continued to compare Chase Elliott to his dad. He's a Hall of Famer, Bill Elliott. He has 44 career wins, but not one of them has ever come at Martinsville. Right now, it's Chase Elliott out front as we go NASCAR nonstop.
Yeah, Chase Elliott's still looking for his first win, but it was when he got passed for the lead at Dover a few weeks ago that his crew chief Alan Gustin said got him a little bit ticked off, and now the mild-mannered driver a little bit edgier. He says he's definitely been more aggressive since then, something he really likes to see out of the young Chase Elliott.
24's caught him as we look at the playoff storylines. 5 playoff drivers currently in the top 7. Keselowski swept both stage 1 and stage 2, and right now out in front of the field. Jimmy Johnson currently 14th after starting at the very back of the field because of a spin in qualifying earlier today.
You saw Chase Elliott make a dive underneath the 2 car, and Keselowski just didn't give you much room. Chase bounced the left front off the curb, touched the 2 just a little.
One is the gap between. Oh, and a little bit of a bobble there by the 24.
Chase got way loose on corner entry, had to chase it up the racetrack. That opened the door for the 2 Keselowski, and Brad drove it in there, and they made a little bit of contact, but it all started because Chase got loose on corner entry. And that is something I don't like to see, Steve. Late on a run, old tires, hot brakes, when that back of that car starts coming around on you, that's not going to get better. Now he has a tire rub.
We got smoke coming out of the back of the 24. That tire rub, you see the left rear fender. And that starts to rub.
Oh, now what do you do?
Cup Series at this racetrack.
Check out the leadership on the 24 car. They knew they had a tire rub. They felt like they needed to take care of it. So the rule is you can only have so many men on the wall. So watch what they did. The dump can, the fuel can man, he goes over first, pulls on the left rear quarter panel. Then he turns around, gets the fuel, fuels the car. Great call by the 2014.
Look at how close it was. Keselowski about a foot behind Chase Elliott when they went across the line.
yeah, they've excited Alan Gustafson, but
Keselowski ran him down in one corner. Chase could not hold the bottom. Keselowski into the back of the 24.
Bumper into the back of the 24 by Brad. Good battle back there for third behind these two. The 22 of Logano holding off the 18, and once again contact made. Keselowski into the back of the 24.
Now he's just looking. He knew he wasn't clear. That was more of a look just to say, hey, Chase Elliott, here I am. And that's what these bumps are in the middle of the corner. It's just to put the pressure on him, trying to make the young driver make a mistake.
He needs to be flawless for the next 33 laps. In 33 laps, they're going to catch the back of this field, too, so that's going to come into play as well.
And Rick, we've seen a lot today where the leader or the lead car can give the bottom up, just focusing on the top. But I think if you do that this late in the race, that bottom car is just going to hit you in the left rear and go by you.
Ran a little bit higher there.
Chase Elliott played a huge role in the Martinsville race in the second half. He was really quiet in the first half of the race by earning 2 top 10s in stage 1 and 2. But like I said, halfway through the race, Chase Elliott came out of nowhere and gave Brad Keselowski a run for his money. It seemed like the Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski show earlier, but Chase Elliott came out of nowhere and contended for the win. People thought this was going to come down to Brad Keselowski and Chase Elliott at the very end, until a caution came out with 6 laps to go, putting the field at bizarre position, wondering who was going to do what on the restart. Brad Keselowski took the outside for the restart, leaving fans questioning what was going to happen, and thus, the most controversial restart occurred.
And Brad Keselowski has chosen the outside line for this restart. Could be the final restart here. It'll be 4 laps to go when they get to the start-finish line. Short track racing at Martinsville, 4 to go. '24 with a great restart. Up the racetrack he goes. Side by side for the lead down the backstretch. Way up the racetrack goes Chase Elliott. He opens the door down below. Here comes Denny Hamlin. Elliott has the lead, but Hamlin looks to the inside. Elliott diving, trying to block. Down the backstretch again. Less than 3 to go. The bumper to the back of the 24. Elliott goes around. Hamlin takes the lead, and the caution comes out.
Get it going if you can. Get it. Definitely wrecked me.
Denny Hamlin had the bumper to the back of the 24 a good 100 feet before they got to turn 3.
Chase Elliott did not win the race due to contact with Denny Hamlin coming with 3 laps to go. Kyle Busch went on to win the race and clinch his final 4 championship spot. Chase Elliott's stats were this for the Martinsville race. He started 3rd, finished 27th, an average running position of 4th, 123 laps led, and 67 of the fastest laps of the race. Though Chase Elliott didn't win the race, he showed a lot of fans that he was hungry for a win in a championship 4 spot. I think if Chase Elliott won this race, he could have been in contention for a title. He ran pretty solid in the Homestead finale, let alone didn't have a winning car. But you never know what could have happened. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think, what would have happened if Chase Elliott won this race, and what would have happened with his career outlook. If you guys like this video, make sure to click that like button and subscribe for more awesome videos, guys. This is Sloppy Joe signing out. Stay sloppy.